Oh. What? Oh, what? There's nothing funny about this with what was going on.
I'm sorry about the mic.
It's okay. What about him? Who the fuck is Mike?
Mike. Mike the mic?
Yeah. Who's Mike? So, hey.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
I see you have a semi-long list on your phone of sadness.
It's been rough.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week.
Yep. Valentine's week this past week.
I'll start off with probably something that you might be more interested in, but I had to unfortunately watch through it when I got home. So how about that Super Bowl?
Wait, you watched the Super Bowl?
I not on my own terms, but yeah.
I mean, it's a good game. What do you think of it?
I got home by the end of the third quarter and watched the fourth quarter.
That's when it started getting good. You started watching it at the good part, or the good half. Did you watch overtime at all?
I was at work, so I got home at the end of the third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, and then the after party. My family was watching it, and I just kind of had to just sit there and stare at the screen.
Oh, lovely.
My mom and my sister wanted the Chiefs to win, and my dad wanted the 49ers to win, and I did not care.
Yeah. No, that's
I just thought the Chiefs would lose, would be funny because I can't stand Taylor Swift. So
yeah.
But then they won.
Yeah.
Even though I thought the 49ers had a lot of momentum, and then the Chiefs just kind of came back and.
Okay, this is like the first ever time I'm gonna talk about sports on this channel.
Probably.
The quarterback. Do you know him? The Chiefs quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, good.
Yeah.
He is the Tom Brady of this generation.
Brady.
If you know,
I thought Tom Brady was still the Tom Brady of this generation, but
he entered the league. He's old. Tom Brady's old, so he's kind of like the generation.
Tom Brady's just kind of like always just shifting between if he's retiring or not.
Yeah. This was the first year he was in the league, and people are actually wanting him to come back after years of wanting him out of the league because Patrick Mahomes is just good now without Brady in the league, so obviously he's just gonna win a lot of championships. But Patrick Mahomes literally is never out of it. He is always in the game. Literally, this was his worst season yet. It just team-wise as well. Like, this was literally the worst Chiefs team in the Mahomes era, and they still won the Super Bowl. So yeah. The 49ers have lots of missed opportunities. They kind of shot themselves in the foot a lot. At the same time, though, there's a lot of stuff out of control. Like, there's like a player who was going to run onto the field, but then immediately got injured for some reason. Kind of sucks, actually. Like, literally just running on the field, and then, like, his first step, something on his leg just broke for some reason. And that killed our momentum. But yeah. You say you didn't watch overtime?
The what?
Overtime?
I did. No, yeah, I watched the overtime. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
that's what I meant by fourth quarter, like that.
Okay. Well, there's a whole fifth quarter, but basically
technically a fifth.
Yeah. So they were explaining the rules. You watched it on CBS, I'm assuming.
I guess. I wasn't in control of the TV.
Yeah. So basically, one of the commentators, Tony Romo, who was a color commentator, was just going off on like, so there's new overtime rules. So for those of you who don't understand what's going on, here's what's going on, and then the game was over like 10 seconds later. But basically the rules have changed. I don't know if it would be the case, but I think if this was like a couple seasons ago, the game still would have gone on if the 49ers got the field goal and then the Chiefs got the ball back. But basically, yeah, a lot of people were really surprised that the 49ers picked to get the ball first in overtime. Because, you're just going to give Mahomes and the Chiefs the momentum to, do something afterwards, and you're not going to give yourself enough time afterwards. You don't really want to give Mahomes a lot of time. There was a game a couple years ago where he literally had 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds, from one side to get to the other side, and then he did it. So, you don't want to give Mahomes that much time. And then, obviously, 10 seconds left, the Chiefs obviously managed to get the victory.
Yep.
And that was when fucking Romo, the guy, was just going so here's how overtime works. It's not over. It's the first quarter of the overtime. And then 5 seconds later, the game's over. So great commentary moment. Great call. So yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I was angry. This Super Bowl nobody wanted. Because the Final Four teams, one of them was the Lions, the Detroit Lions, and I feel like if we were NFL teams, we would both be the Lions, because nobody expected them to be here. They were miserable through our entire lifetime, maybe even longer than that.
Not even heard of the Lions until now, which makes it even funnier.
Really? Yeah. How many NFL teams do you know? Can you name all the NFL teams you know?
Chiefs, 49ers, Giants, Patriots, Jets. You gotta remember, I was kind of isolated.
Yeah, New York teams.
Brainwashed.
Yeah. Like
it was a cult.
You were groomed into New York only.
Yeah, groomed into New York, so I don't know much. Yeah, that's... I think
Is that it?
The
Ravens. Ravens, yeah. There's another Ray team. That starts with Ray.
An A?
Ray.
Oh, Ray?
Yeah. Western team. Black and silver. White. Used to play in Oakland. Moved to the state that the Super Bowl was played in. The city. Las Vegas.
Did they always play in Vegas?
No, they just moved a couple of seasons ago.
Okay. I don't know.
Raiders.
Yes, the Raiders.
Damn, we need to do Quizlet videos.
No!
And just, see how many teams you can get. Alright. Do you want me to... I'll give you a test. I'll say the team name, and I want you to give me the city they play in.
Okay.
Dolphins.
Miami.
Yep. Bengals. It's in Ohio. There's 2 Ohio teams.
Cincinnati.
Yes, good. Browns.
This is the sport I've watched I've seen the least. So this is the Bengals. I don't know.
Also Ohio. Oh wait, Cleveland. Yeah. Seahawks. The first 3 letters of this Seahawks team will help you. C. S-E-A. Which city also starts with... Yeah. Rams.
Missouri.
You're not entirely wrong. They used to play in St. Louis.
The Missouri Rams.
This team moved to California. A city in California. Also plays in the same city as the Chargers. Southern California city. On the coast. Lots of pedophiles live there.
Los Angeles?
Yeah. Cowboys. You gotta get this one.
Dallas.
Yeah, there you go.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Packers. One of the most historic, but yet well-known teams, I think. Aaron Rodgers played for this team. You know, they got that G logo.
The Giants?
No, their logo's a G. The Packers logo is a G.
I don't know.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
It's a city in Wisconsin.
I'm not familiar with Wisconsin.
Green Bay.
Green Bay?
Alright, I'll do one more. Panthers. Southern-based team.
I know I've heard of them, but I kind of forgot which city they're in.
East Coast. Okay. Begins with a C. Actually, they're not defined by a city, rather the region. East Coast, Southern, begins with a C.
Carolina?
Wow, there you go.
I know their logo goes kind of hard.
Yeah, it does.
So
I wish there was an white outline, because like when it's on a black background, it's just kind of like you see the blue outmarks of it.
Oh.
That was fun. Do you want to do another sports trivia?
No.
Which sport will you do with though? Which sport are you most confident in? Baseball?
No.
Basketball?
None of them. I don't watch a lot, and if I did, I'd probably be like focused on like one team, so I wouldn't tune into like a lot of people who would just watch like any single game, like no matter what. It would just be the team I like that's playing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So it wouldn't be like I know the entire lore of every single team in sports history.
It's draining.
Yeah.
I like my brain is flop from the years I paid attention.
Yeah.
This was the first year I really didn't pay attention to anything though. Like, you know, the Super Bowl was like the first game of football I watched this season. That was the first time I didn't like. I mean, I probably watched like a couple minutes of other games, but I didn't watch like a full game at all. Mainly due to the Patriots sucking asses here, so I was just not interested at all. Oh, you want to go on about your sadness?
I will also about the. I think honestly you could going back to the Super Bowl. I think you could honestly make a drinking game out of how many times they cut to Taylor Swift for like no reason. Do you think the game was rigged or?
Oh my god, I wasn't.
Everyone was like, as soon as the Chiefs won, everyone was just like, "Oh my god, it's rigged. The game was rigged." I'm like, how the hell do they script a sport like that? Unless it was like the entire thing was like planned out. Like, I don't know how you would like I need the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a stat saying like
because my sister was like, when they did like, oh wow, how did they know which confetti to throw? Like, they probably made both for both teams.
And they're like,
and then when whoever wins, they throw them.
The colors are close enough, anyways.
Yeah.
They're both
and it's
red
like, and then it's like yellow. They show like the merch, like, oh, this is the team one, and I'm like, they're probably like, they made probably both for both teams, so that means they probably had to throw out all the 49ers stuff.
Right? You know those memes about like, oh, the children in Africa have clothes now. You know those children in Africa wearing Super Bowl 49ers merch right now?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wear like the merch. They send it to like the merch of the losing team to like Africa or some shit. Like the losing team's Super Bowl winning merch. They produce all the merchandise and all the other shit like weeks before.
Yeah.
As soon as both teams win, they make the merchandise at that very second.
Yeah.
The commercials, everything.
Yeah.
So much planning goes into it. It's not like during the game, like in the last 10 seconds, the editors are being called in the room from fucking Roger Goodell and the NFL themselves and going like, you have to make this commercial now. Here's the footage. Here's the stock footage. Like, no, they fucking make the commercials and all the shit like weeks prior.
Yeah.
Your sister's stupid.
You witness. She is stupid.
My earliest memory of your sister was I was in your room and then she brought like a drink and like soda and there's like sprinkles in it. And I was like, that is so disgusting. It's like a core memory for me of like how disgusted I was that your sister was drinking something like that.
I can't even remember the last time another human being was in my room that didn't live in my house.
Yeah. That was probably the last one. Maybe Isaiah. Maybe Kyle.
I know Kyle did.
Yeah.
A couple times. I don't know about
those are the only people who I know were in a room.
Yeah, I have a very small room. So I can't really party in there.
Yeah. Yo, you remember that party in elementary school at your house?
Yeah.
And I recorded it for some reason.
That was like the most like that was like the only time I think my parents really went off on the birthday party, doing all this like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Face painting.
Yeah, there was like snow cones.
Yeah, the snow cones.
Damn.
We were outside. You know?
Yeah.
And
damn.
Like I think it was like my sister's birthday party. Because she turned 18, there was like the first party we had in like years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we're just getting a pizza. And that's it. Everyone just stand around. You know?
But they just get less special as time goes on.
Yeah. I know I want to do something for my birthday.
The last special-ish birthday I had was like 21st. And that's it. It's been like downhill ever since.
Yeah, once you turn 21.
Yeah. The next, like... What's the next, like, monumental birthday after that, like, age?
That... To you personally, or to you, like, to, like, everyone else?
I guess
everyone else will go hard on you for, like, your 30th.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's...
I know some people do like take like 24, 25-ish kind of seriously too.
Yeah.
But it's mostly like 30.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just know it's downhill for me. I had all my special birthdays. I don't know what the fuck is in store and for me in the future.
Yeah, I mean, like, when my 22nd birthday, I saw my friend, and then last year, I just had a small thing. But this year, I want to do something with all my friends, but most likely will not happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, you will be invited, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message everybody, like, in, like, the middle of May, I'm just gonna be like, we're planning this out right now. Will you be available on this weekend right here? Like, I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I want to see them. I don't know what I want to do. Either we'll go out somewhere, or I want to do something at my house, like something small, like.
Yeah.
But highly doubt that. I will, if because I know one of my friends one of my best friends does not like my family. Because I vent to them about them so all the time, and they're like, yeah, I can't stand.
Yeah.
So they were like, that's why they don't want to come over to my house. So
not even for your special day.
Well,
for your cake day.
My cake day. Be something like really small, like just and then just like. My mom's just always worried about, the house is such a mess, and I'll be like, I'll clean the house myself. And like, my sister invited her friends over. So awkward. Like, there's a bunch of teenagers in my house.
Yeah.
Like, can these freaking kids get the hell out of my house?
Right.
And it was so awkward because I felt like I had to be confined to like one room because I didn't want to socially interact with these like random children in my house.
I hate when people are just over.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've never had to deal with like younger people coming over. I've only had to deal with older people coming over. I just had to like sit in just like the living room, just being like, can we just leave already so I can like walk around my house. You know that meme where it's just like sit in your room until like you are hungry, but you wait for people to leave because you don't want them to see you.
I'm.
But then they actually left like 5 hours ago.
That was me with the Super Bowl. I was like, I didn't want to enjoy my dinner watching the Super Bowl, so I had to wait for everyone to like. I do this all the time. I wait for everyone to go to bed so I can just enjoy dinner in peace and quiet. Yeah. Yeah, so I just sit there, just like,
You don't even snack on anything?
No, I just sit there. In silence, just,
Did you enjoy any moment of the game? Like, did you find interest in any of it? Because it was a really good game at the end.
The game was, pretty engaging, I guess.
Yeah.
I was more so just waiting to...
One of me.
I was just waiting for the game to end so I can watch what I want to watch while I have my dinner.
What, the Masked Singer? Fucking faggot?
No. That's another show that my family just absolutely loves. I only watched, like, one of the early singers because... do you know Chris Daughtry?
No.
Do you know the band Daughtry?
No.
Okay. Well, he was one of like the finalists, and because he was dressed up as a turtle, and I was like, damn, this turtle's so good. He was like such a good singer, and then he took off like, when they do the unmasking, it was like Chris Daughtry, and I was like, holy shit, Chris Daughtry's a really good freaking singer.
Oh.
He actually is a really good singer. He's like one of my probably favorite male vocalist like ever. He's just like so good. But yeah, that was like the only time. But yeah, they watched like my whole family. They all watched like that kind of shit. Like The Voice too. Like I remember when I went over my grandparents' house after the train thing, and then like they were watching it, and I literally was like falling asleep on the chair, just like I could like feel myself getting tired. I was like, make it stop.
The only show I think I really enjoy watch
that's like contesty
was like, I remember watching Smarter Than Fifth Grader when I was a kid. I liked watching Dancing with the Stars with my mother years ago, like a decade or so ago. It was fun. I was into it. Oh god. You remember when Kyle Massey, that Disney star, was on the show?
Oh.
I was rooting for him. And then when he came in like third or second, I got so upset.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, over a decade later, I was like, I wonder what he's up to. I searched his name. Oh!
Yeah,
he's a pedophile.
Yeah. Well,
uh-oh. Yeah, Zooks.
They gotta kick Corey out of the house now.
Yeah. Corey in the Slammer.
Corey in the big house.
Yeah. Corey in the doghouse. Yeah. Got that dog in him. More like a puppy in him.
Oh, God.
Oh, running the lever over here.
That's always such a tragedy when you watch the show and then years later, when you're grown up, you realize they were a bad person.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, childhood's ruined. I don't think I could watch the show again.
I don't really care. I'll fucking watch whatever after.
Yeah, I mean, there's some like elements of like Drake and Josh I'll still like watch, but and like iCarly and stuff, but like
yeah,
kind of rough.
Wasn't the Drake situation like?
I don't know, and I don't want to get into it.
There's like,
because I know there was like some lot of crap going around that it was, you know, faked or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like potentially spread alleged information, so I don't want to get into it. Because we already you already learned that lesson with that one YouTuber. You talked about it on the podcast or whatever.
That one YouTuber?
Yeah. That you like you made a video about, and then you got kind of like everyone was like commenting that you were like wrong, even though a bunch of evidence that it was.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna get into it.
No, yeah.
But I wouldn't get into any.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like any allegations, just no. Just don't talk about it.
Yeah. I've learned my lesson not to give my opinion on a situation like that.
Yeah, it's just, and especially when it comes to like content creators, it's such a shit show every single time.
Yeah, because every week it's just like, who's gonna get in a situation this week?
And then there'll be like a bunch of people just going off on each other, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
I remember the pyro shit. It was just so exhausting.
There's a lot of pyro shit.
Oh yeah, a lot of pyro shit, but
it's like.
But the big one, it was just so exhausting.
I forget what it was. I don't know.
This was like 2020, maybe.
Oh, I think I do. Yeah, maybe. Oh, okay. I've gone fucking bad. Copy. Go. Okay. There we go.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really follow him, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I know it was like. But it was just everyone was just. I was constantly getting recommended videos about every YouTuber just doing a convenient video essay about heroin and all their research that they do on a Google Doc.
Yeah.
Those times are so wild. I don't know if people still do that, being like, I have a Google Doc with all the information right here.
I don't think so.
That was such a bizarre time.
Like Twitter or something. Jeez. You know Too Mad died?
Who?
Too Mad? That fat black guy?
No.
Oh.
Never heard of it. I know I remember, like I said, with Reddit, I will, once I don't use it long enough, that if I don't scroll on a particular forum, I'll just get like random, like, I'll get notifications from random subreddits that like I know one of them was like a YouTuber and I was like, I never heard of them, so.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
Alright,
I think we've been delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day was a few days ago.
Yeah, it was.
Very painful. Very painful day.
Yeah.
We survived though.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to go on?
I don't know where. I had to work that day, so I didn't. So even if I did, I wouldn't have any plans anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have plans ever, so it's kind of like, whatever. I don't give a shit.
I try my best to stay off social media, and then when I have to, like, if I'm like on my break or something, I just look out of just boredom, and then when I'm in there's a lovey-dovey post.
Yeah.
Time to die. Time to die.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go.
I didn't see any posts like that.
You're lucky. I have to all the time.
I don't really follow like many personal people, and the people I do follow don't post ever. So, yeah, it's
great. Happened, and like, what's weird was like, I feel like people were taking it so seriously this year for like no reason. I don't know why. I have this like hunch that just this year people were taking it extremely seriously because people were posting Valentine's Day stuff like a day or two before Valentine's Day, and I was like,
oh yeah, that's fun.
I was like, what the fuck?
The only post I really like seeing was Joe Gatto's.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I was like, oh, that's nice. They're back together. Him and his wife.
Oh. Does that mean Joe can finally come back?
I don't know. I think he got out of the show for like more than that, just to take a break and focus on other stuff and be like a family person. So I don't know. I don't like Joe back on the show, but I don't know. Even if he was back on the show, I don't think I would probably watch the show again, unfortunately. I want to, but like
I watched a few of the last year's season. It's not. I like the celebrity guests, but I feel like they kind of like mostly use the celebrity guests for the punishment and not have them be like kind of like a temp like fourth member, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
because it would be fun if they were like doing it like all around, like if they were like participating, because they could get punished too, and that would be funny.
Who?
Like the celebrity guest.
The celebrity guest?
Yeah, it would be funny.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I think they should have.
Because they usually, I feel like they save them for the punishment, which it doesn't really feel like kind of special. Because it's just like, oh, the celebrity guest is the punishment. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I didn't really watch. I watched the one with that one basketball player, and that's the last one I watched.
Obviously, I had to watch the Evil Dead one because with Bruce Campbell. So
yeah.
And it was kind of funny because like friggin', because Q's a huge Evil Dead fan, so it was like kind of even funnier that he was like kind of getting talked down to by his like hero. But yeah. I like that Q was like, because in the movie like his hand takes control of him and like smashes plates on his, and Q was like smashing his head against like real plates. It was like so cruel. He had to reenact like the whole like movie, and it was like so funny. That was like I think that was like the last one I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I said, I just feel like it would be. I think it's because like they're like, well, if they like go around with them, they could get like spotted or something. But it's like at the same time, it's like that's like the paradox with the original guys too. Because like they're becoming celebrities,
yeah.
So it's like, how are they not? So it's like, kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's like.
I think the show will be over in like 5-ish years.
If they don't get Joe back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get Joe back.
Yeah.
Because Joe was always the one that was like, who did not give a shit.
He just did not give a fuck.
He will do anything. Yeah. He will like do a lot.
I like how like the punishments were like, alright, Q, jump off that bridge, and then Sal's was like, spooky, watch over that cat, Sal. And then Joe was like, alright, Joe, take off your clothes in front of the children. And then Murs was like, alright, Murs, crash that plane into that tower. Oh, guys, please let this be the only one. Well, actually, Murs, there's a second plane coming. Don't ask the Impractical Jokers where they were in 2001.
Have you seen the one where the guy made the Practical Joker music? It like looks so horrible. Have you seen them?
Where there was that white background?
Yeah.
They were good. It's just Joe's that looked off completely. Yeah, that one. Like, all of them look like actually themselves, and then Joe looks like an entirely different human being.
I saw a comment that said Joe looked like Tim Allen, and I was like... Oh man, I didn't know Joe Gatto voiced Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. Tim Allen. Yeah, they should bring him on as the fourth guy.
Tim Allen.
So he can just do drugs and say the N-word. Alright, Tim, say the N-word in front of this black guy.
It's Tim the Toolman Taylor. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're lonely.
Yeah. We're like trying not to talk about our pain, right? We keep going off topic because we just don't want to talk about it. We have to talk about it.
I feel like this past week ended alright despite everything, personally. There's I would say these past 2 weeks ended probably the best way it could have, due to the circumstances for me.
I thought the day after Valentine's was I will say though, I did with like Valentine's Day, I will say something funny. I got flowers from my friend, okay, and it's... Have you ever held flowers in public? It's the most awkward thing because you can like be walking past somebody and they will like stare at you like you're walking up to them to give them flowers. And I was so awkward this whole, like, I just wanted to be like, I'm not here to give you anything. Can I just walk, please? Like, why are you giving me like the stink eye? I'm not some like random stranger here to like give you flowers. Even men too. They'll just go like, you're like walking around with flowers. They're like, no.
Mine?
Yeah, I
feel like we should just start next year, do a trend where we just give randomly people flowers.
Vlog it?
No, just in general. Like, we should just give random lonely weirdos flowers for them to feel happy.
This is a homeless guy just like,
yeah, it's like, hey,
spare change, just put a flower in the cup.
And then he's like,
you know, actually flowers are like, my aunt, they're weird. My aunt is weird, but she like, when we were at our party, she like does like, she like infuses like roses into her teas and stuff, and it's apparently supposed to be really good for you, like flowers.
No,
like some flowers, like she would like crushed up roses and stuff. Like that sounds pretty intriguing.
Flowers are cool to look at, but I just hate how they feel and smell.
Well, I'll ask you this: how would you feel if someone gave you flowers?
Oh, I would appreciate it because it's suggested it counts.
Like a girl gives you flowers. Like, I
would be like, how can I not mess this up?
Oh, it's like, yeah. I would be so caught off guard by it.
Yeah,
I'd be like so happy though.
I just wouldn't know how to act.
Yeah, because we're supposed to ones that get flowers. Like, whoa, what a twist!
Yeah, I saw it, like, probably the most rare thing ever, but like it's true, I think. But like most men, the only flowers they get is on their funeral day.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah,
that's sad. That's actually really like messed up and sad if you actually think of that. Yeah. So yeah, the day after was. So I told you about this off camera, but I'll talk about it on camera too now.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember the layout of the mall, there's like the staircase, so I can see like inside. So I did see my friend was there, so I was like, okay, I'll.
Your friend the Starbucks?
Yes.
Who works there?
Yep.
Okay. I remember now. Yeah.
So I can like if I go up there, I can do like a quick little peek and see if she. And I saw her, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe because I just felt I was getting my ass kicked Valentine's Day, so I was I just really needed to talk to somebody in person about everything. So I was just like, okay, let me just do a quick little walk around, and I'll go in, and then I was just waiting for the opportunity, but she was busy. Then she walked into the back room, and I was like, okay. She was gone for a while. I just I didn't want to leave until I got to talk to her, and then she walked out with another barista who was walking her out. She left, so I got up, being like, and I was slowly just walking just to be like, hey, and they completely went in a completely different direction. I was like, I literally turned. I literally turned back around into the Starbucks, sat down, called to get picked up, and I was just sitting there, just so frustrated and depressed, and and it didn't help that the two girls, who I think you were also working there too, so it was just add insult to injury now that they were also there. Then I didn't want to sit there looking depressed, so. Yeah,
that's lovely. Yeah.
The last time I did talk to her, we had a really good heart-to-heart, I would say. So that's why I was kind of bummed out, because I've never had it's so bizarre. I know this is the most normal things people just I just don't experience. So having someone talk to me about their day without me asking them is just so weird for me, that it was just kind of nice. Just talking about their day without you asking them.
Yeah,
they just talk to you about what's going on and stuff, and it's just wow, okay. But she's she's the best. I don't know. She's way too nice. It's why are you putting up with me? Cause she was if I wasn't working at the bar, I sit with you and talk to you. I'm that's really nice. I'm gonna go cry now.
Yeah.
That's really nice. But I did learn that last time. I did learn one of the names of the girl I think is cute at this, and my friend called her by her name, and I was like, oh shit. She might know her. This is not good.
Oh,
this is not going well at all. It was the goth one, and I was just oh. And then, while I was waiting for my run, I was just kind of just sitting there, just looking around at the, just staring off into space. And then she usually has such a, resting bitch face. But then I saw her smile, and then I was like, I better stop looking. I need to go on my phone right now. You can't look.
Yeah. Because
you're gonna it's just gonna go deeper. You're gonna just fall deeply. Never hear her sing, never see her smile. You will go down the feelings rabbit hole. So that's for advice for everyone listening. If you're still listening, never hear her sing, never see her smile. If you witness any of those two, you are going to fall deeper in love, and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. I agree.
Couple other things before I let you talk.
Yeah.
Madam Web came out.
Oh yeah.
Heard it was one of the worst superhero films ever made.
And it got me less interested.
I mean, I think because if it's bad, I think we still have to do a review of it.
Maybe.
I kept seeing this post. I don't know if it's true, but apparently a guy got kicked out for jerking off to Sydney Sweeney.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I saw that outfit. I don't blame him, but he shouldn't have done that at home.
Yeah, he should have gone on the internet later or something like that. I don't know.
I just kept seeing the post like, man is thrown out of Madam Web for jerking off.
But like so insane.
I love most of the comments are like, I don't blame him, but what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how I feel like. Jeez.
You gotta get your money's worth out of it somehow if it sucks so bad.
Probably the only way to do that. Damn.
And then... Alright, last thing. I watched one of the movies I was looking forward to that came out last year, and I just never got the chance to see it until a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. Thursday night, Friday, and it was the Dracula on the Boat movie, and it was fucking awesome. It was not a good movie to try to fall asleep to, because it happened when I saw Smile for the first time. I fell asleep, and like a scary moment happens that just wakes me up, and I'm like terrified.
Yeah.
But yeah, good. Now I will let you show your pain to our audience.
Yes.
Because I was not the only one getting kicked down. You were as well. Yeah. Unfortunately.
That's the 9th. Whoops. Okay. Journal moment.
Yep.
Jesus. What the fuck is the 5th? Okay. Okay. I might have to do a lot of pausing, so let me look and see if I find anything. Actually, I think I just found something. No. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Alright. This happened on February 7th. So, I was with
1 week before Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I don't know when this took place. I think just before my second break. I was in like the middle of my area. I was talking to Anus, and the guy we went to high school with. I'll call him like, what's a fucking J name?
Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy. I was talking with Anus and Jimmy. And basically, shit. Fuck. I lost where my spot was. But basically, I guess I will try and describe it. Anus was like, so I think last podcast I said that I had talked about how Anus does know that I do like both of the girls. So
among other things.
Yeah. Anus was like, man,
that she wants you to hook up with a 19-year-old, and that she also wants you to hook up with her friend who is also a stripper.
I think they were both the same person, maybe. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, they were two different people. Yeah.
I was say like, oh no.
Yeah.
19, no.
But yeah, she was like, so basically, actually, first, for some reason, my work is being really weird lately, and basically, every day, what was going on was that So basically, Alyssa and Lydia work like in another area, like across from me. And they look at these machines where like they kind of like bag random shit. And basically there's like a whole like row of them, I guess. And basically every day, most of them like move down the machines through the area. But for some reason, in last week or the week before that, they just stopped moving. So, yeah, basically, they randomly stopped when Lydia was all the way in the back, to the point where like she wasn't like at a close by machine. However, Alyssa is kind of close by. But yeah, it's just annoying. But basically, at some point, Lydia came by and she was like in the hallway directly across from area, and Anus was like, Matt, Lydia's right there, go talk to her. And I'm like, no, what the fuck? And then like you know, Lydia started talking to like a friend of hers, like co-worker at the very least. And I thought nothing of it because, you know, I've seen them talk and like they're friends, I believe. I don't know why they would be anything more. I've just seen them talk and like just hang out, you know, like I think nothing about it. And then Anus was just like, Matt, they could be talking about anything. And then like they start walking away, and then like, you know, they're just like vibing with each other. And I was like, okay, cool. And then Anus was like, kept going on like, Matt, you don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what they're going to do. They don't know. You don't know what they're gonna do when they walk away. And then like, like before that, I was fine because like I was just like, all right, well, they're friends.
She's just giving you anxiety.
Right. And then I just stood there like, okay, well, is this like a sign from like God or some shit that like they're fucking or something? Like what's going on here? So I started to like
Anus,
get in deep thought.
Are you God?
Is this like a like I don't know, but yeah, I kind of just like was like, alright. I thought about it, I guess, and I was like, you know, that's stupid. I don't think that Lydia and that guy are like that at all.
Oh, it's a dude?
Yeah. Yeah. So she was like, alright, whatever. Okay. I think this is the same day. This is related to neither of the girls, but Alan talked to like the main supervisor guy and Doug, and they were laughing about something, and then Alan came back and he told me that like it was a supervisor, I'll call him Dan. Dan was like, so when was the last time you saw Sheen? And then for some reason, I don't know what led up to this, but he just asked that for some reason. And Alan was like, a few months ago, I saw him at a gas station. And then he added that, you know, Sheen was like, I don't know where they fired me. I didn't sexually harass anyone. And then Dan was like,
I mean, I did 20 years ago.
Yeah, I did 20 years ago to a child, but, you know, it's just false claims.
Whatever.
Yeah. And then Dan was finally like, well, oh wait, Sheen was like, I don't, yeah, so I don't understand why they fired me. I didn't sexually harass anyone. And Dan just responded, well, I wouldn't have had to fire you if you wouldn't stop staring at Matt's penis all day. And then, you know, that was funny. That was funny. I can't describe things well, but like when Alan told me that, it was like generally really fucking funny. But some things I just cannot tell interesting. So yeah, very nice. Fuck. Okay, February 8th. Fucking Okay, great. Okay. Nothing. Fucking. Yep, the 9th. Okay. Amazing. Wait, nobody's hearing this.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever. I could just, like, fucking just, like, look through this, say nothing, and no one would even know.
What are you doing, you rascally rabbit? He's sleeping, or is he just making noises for no reason?
Yeah, I think he makes noises in his sleep. Oh yeah, okay. So this is also not related to the girls, but so the 9th, I was packing paper, and Anus was sliding the paper out towards us, and she was having trouble a bit, and then basically I know that she was having trouble with it, so I just suggested to her that, like, hey, maybe I should slide paper instead, and that you should pack, just a thought. And then so, like, I forgot what happened after that, but, like, sometime a few seconds later, like, I forgot what happened, like, immediately after what she said to that, but I do know that she asked her mother, Camilla, and then she came back to me and was like, fuck, where did it say? I don't know if these are the exact words, but I'll just read it from my journal. Anus talks to Camilla. She came back and told me Camilla had said I wouldn't cause I'm lazy to her, I guess. And I'm like, okay. I literally do a lot of things. Do I, like, cut the paper? Or, like, place the paper, like, in the machine? No. But, like, I literally do every single thing else. But yeah, just because, like, I throw the trash out when we're making boxes, because, like, it's the best time to do that, but...
Man, if you were lazy, you wouldn't even be there!
Yeah, like, I fucking, like, get so tired doing the fucking pallet. Like, anytime someone else does the pallet, they talk about, like, how, like, tiring it is, and, like, how, how so fast it is for them. And then, like, less than an hour later, Kamal was just like, I made you the pallet. And it's just like, okay. So is that, like, not a sign that, like, maybe you should shut the fuck up and, like, maybe the pallet is, like, not a lazy job? Like, and Camilla, by the way, for those who don't know, is the same woman who was on my ass last podcast. And was giving me a hard time. Yeah, 2 podcasts ago. And was fucking reporting me to fucking management for no fucking reason. Over the dumbest shit. She's been better, but, like, there's, like, been, like, occasional weird moments where she's just, like, been a bitch for no reason. So yeah, really fun. But yeah, I literally, like, do, like, a lot, and, like, I haven't been going to the bathroom. When we're starting to make boxes, because, like, I generally needed to go to the bathroom, and, like, when we make boxes, everyone else is making boxes, so, like, I don't understand why there needs to be, like, one extra person when the trash bins are full, so I could easily just, like, take the time to, like, take the trash bins out since they're getting full. So I guess to her that's lazy. Cool. Even though I said multiple times to them that I don't give a shit about making boxes. It was mostly a joke, but they're too retarded to realize that. So it's whatever. They can just be dumb as fuck, I guess. And yeah, so less than an hour later, I started moving paper anyways. So yeah, that's fantastic. I think, yeah, so it did lead to, like, that moment did lead to, like, a Lydia moment, though. Because I was just, like, so, like, annoyed for, like, the next, like, 10, 15 minutes. I was just, like, looking down into space, like, occasionally, every so often, and it led to, like, me just, like, looking down at the ground, like, in deep thought, and I look up, I look to the right towards, I look to the right towards Lydia's area, and I saw Lydia looking over, staring at me, but not doing anything, just standing there, no boxes or anything. So yeah, she was just like standing there blatantly, just like staring over at me, and it caught me so off guard. I was just like, okay, what? Okay. So yeah, that was fun. That was cool. Yeah. Oh, that was Friday. Okay. Okay. So now February 12th, Monday.
2 days till Valentine's Day.
Yes.
This was like the year that was the most dreadful of Valentine's Day. It's like, yep, tomorrow. Oh, it's today.
Okay, that's nothing really, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I saw it said that Lydia was like at one of her friends' areas, and I went to throw out a piece of trash, and then I looked up and she was like walking down one of the aisles in front of my area, and I just saw her like looking over, not at me specifically, but I think what might have happened is that when I looked up, she just like quickly glanced somewhere else directly near to like make it look like she was looking at something else. So yeah, who knows? I don't know. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay, that's great. Alright, the 13th. So this was, the snowstorm day.
Snowstorm?
Yeah.
All 2 inches.
Yeah, basically.
Of snow.
In our area.
They canceled, like, all the schools, too.
Basically. Wait, this was a Tuesday, I think, right?
Yes.
So, the day before, my supervisor, Dan, was like, alright, so there's a snowstorm tomorrow. And this was before, like, the weather people were like, actually, it's, like, gonna be further down south. But, like, people... Yeah, people... He told people that, like, there's gonna be a snowstorm tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot that we know of. So if you wanna, like, if you can make it tomorrow, good. If you can't, just tell us. And you can use vacation time if you can't make it or some shit like that. And then Alan and his entire family that Monday were just, like, filling out forms for, like, vacation time. And then so Tuesday, none of them showed up. So yeah.
Oh, what a spooky snowstorm.
Yeah. Something I realized about that was how like the one that they call lazy was probably one of the few people to show up. And then Camilla and a fucking mistake of children didn't show up. So I guess I'm the lazy one, the one who actually showed up to work because they thought there was gonna be a fucking snowstorm. But I guess they're not the lazy ones. It might just be a fluke, I guess. But yeah, Jimmy texted Alan because all of them obviously have each other's phone numbers and shit.
Except you.
Yep, obviously.
Yeah, no, that's like.
And Alan was like, Jimmy told Alan that that they were in at work, and then apparently Alan responded something like, "Man, you're bugging for going in." And Jimmy says something like, "Bro, there wasn't even 2 inches."
You just look outside, there's like barely, man, there's snowstorm, I can't go.
Yeah, like, you can't like drive. Bro, like I woke up at 4 a.m. when it just started to like sprinkle outside. There was no snow on the ground at all. It just started snowing as we were
It was
leaving.
snowing last night too, but it was like nothing.
By the time I got to work, all the streets were clear. Still. On the way to the warehouse I work at. But yeah, spooky snowstorm that you can't drive in.
Just like look outside, like, man, you bugging for
Man, you bugging for real. Like, bro. Like, what a dumbass fucking family. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't regret calling them anything. Like, I'll call all of them a bitch again. I'll call them all stupid ass retards again. Like, I don't give a shit. They're like all so annoying.
You think they were like all like cozied up in their house, like it was like an actual snowstorm? Like they had the blankets and the hot chocolate, the fire going. Like they were like, oh, yeah. Just the snow would stop. But the snow stopped like hours ago.
Yeah, like, wow, you guys really prepared for this. You guys are gonna have some.
I hope the power doesn't go out.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have some trouble getting that 1 inch of snow off your roof, huh? Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Probably can't afford a ladder though. Yeah, so I just thought that was funny that, like, I'm the lazy one, but I'm here. Anyways, enough about that. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. So I guess, like, early on in the day, we were, like, all in the front area, and, like, I was in view of Lydia, and occasionally she would, like, look over while making boxes and shit, and, I was like, okay, cool. And I don't know if that's it. Fucking. Fuck. What is this? Oh, okay. Alright, so I guess first break, I was going on break, and then I saw Lydia and her, like, older friend with her, who's a woman. And then I immediately lost all my confidence when I saw them. So I just, like, quickly passed by them, and yeah, that was great. Okay. we basically just did almost nothing that entire day. At some point, I guess I was glancing, like looking around the floor, and then I glanced over to her area. Then when I looked directly at her, I saw her like turn around suddenly. So that's great, you know? Very nice. Okay. And then when we were leaving, I got my stuff in the locker room. I had already clocked out. Oh no, I didn't clock out because I got there before like the time I could clock out. So I got my stuff and then I was walking back out, and then I went to clock out, and then when I was leaving the locker room, I looked up like the mini staircase, and I saw Lydia was about to walk down it. Obviously, Lydia was right there. So I looked up, saw her, I was like, oh shit. Then the cafeteria door is right there, so I looked through the door, and then I quickly glanced back towards her to see where she was in relation to me, and within the few seconds that passed, and then she was, at that point, she was down the stairs, but when I looked at her, we made eye contact for like a split second before like she looked down again, and then like we just passed each other, and that was it. And yeah, I think that was it. And then, you know, I got home, and so yeah, a little bit of a gup date. A gup
date. The gup date.
Yeah, last time I talked about having to bring him to the vet, and doing that, like having him to take meds is the scariest, most stressful thing, because he has always been extremely nervous and fidgety.
Wesley Wabbit.
The easiest part somehow is picking him up and just like holding him. He's never like that, by the way. So, the hard part is keeping him in my arms while my mother feeds him his meds. We have to do it twice a day. Once in the morning and again 12 hours later. So basically when I go to work, my parents have to do it. And I just imagine how well that goes between them and the rabbit, Gup. And then I get back home, and then me and my mom do it like at like 7 or 8 usually. And so yeah, usually, oh my god, when we were at the vet, they kind of wrapped him up in a towel.
Yeah,
working with him, so that he wouldn't like fucking paw them, scratch them. And we did that with him. We have a towel that we wrapped up in. And there's we haven't gotten a good picture of that exactly, but like sometimes we only like wrap the edge of his face up so that when I hold him, his entire body's out, and it's just like, it looks like a circumcised penis. Like with a hairy tip. But like his fur's out, you see his mouth, his eyes on the side, his fur's just like scraggly up in front, and he looks like a worm got trapped in like a Chinese finger trap.
It's such a stupid fucking visual.
We did take a picture of it. Let me just scroll past.
Well, I'm here today, and I'm a good photographer. So.
Let me just scroll past all this porn I have to get to the picture. Oh god,
your gut pictures in your porn.
It's literally just like Okay, my phone only consists of like blowjob, fucking guppy, pun.
Like you just the gup stuff's in your porn folder too.
By accident.
Yeah.
This was like when he was able to bake out. But yeah, like he's just poking his head out. So yeah, it's really stressful a lot, especially recently. Because like he will run away from us under my bed. We had to move the bed out. And I'll have to like sometimes half the time I can pick him up is if I lunge at him and just like grapple him up into my arms.
You have to do like a fucking dive.
I had to like fucking like play like professional tag with him. Like it's like so stressful for no reason. Like he just makes everything so stressful for no reason, and it sucks because he's my little baby boy, and I want him to be well. But when he acts like a little dumbass, and he tries to prevent us from helping him out, then there's a reason that we will get upset at him, and yeah. So maybe just fucking cooperate with us, and there won't be an issue. You little stupid fucking rodent. He's just cleaning. Good. Yep, he's cleaning his back. Like he's not fucking listening to me. Oh. Cleaning his fucking disgusting little face. Cleaning his back, yeah. What got your back dirty, you? From rolling in all your shit? Fucking disgusting little piece of dumb poop. What are you eating off your back? You know, that dumb shit off your back? Little dumb fucking face. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to be so harsh on him. You know what's funny? Is when, like, you can talk to, like, a dog as rude as you want, but, like, in, like, that high-pitched voice. You know, like, yeah. I talk to my dog, like, in most grotesque ways, and she's just, like, so happy. Like, I'll go up to her, she'll just be wagging her tail, all happy, and I'll be like, "You stupid little bitch! Hey! How's it going, you stupid fucker?" And she'll just be so happy waggling her tail back and forth. Yeah. It's funny when you can just, like, say things in the nicest way possible. But then, like, it's actually the most, like, horrifying shit that will get you arrested, and then your dog or animal just doesn't know and is happy anyways. "I'm gonna boil you alive!" And they're just so happy to see you. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, we're still on the 13th. Gup acted like his little younger self. That night, he came up to me, was doing his little honks, where he makes those little grunt noises, and he did what he always used to do. His favorite pastime was humping my feet. So he humped my feet for like about 10 minutes. I didn't care. I was just like so happy that like he was like doing that because it reminded me of his younger self. And I know that's weird, but like he always used to just do that.
Gob is just reenacting his college days.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Humping the feet. We don't know if it's a gay reason or like he just thinks my socks are like small bunnies. Two rabbit women.
Such like a when we go back to dogs, where it's like, see, the reason why we give them the squeaky toys is because they think it's a dead animal and they play with it, and then it's like, wait a minute, but if that's true, why are they humping them? Why are they humping their toys? That's like necrophilia. It's not okay. if they think it's a dead animal, then they just proceed to.
I just think
to fuck it. That's why when I went over my my aunt and my cousin's house for their birthday party, the dog was literally like they moved all the toys, but then for the dog they took him out, and the dog just was humping one of the toys, like, and I was like, oh.
Wait, what? One of the boys?
The toys. Oh. That would have been hilarious, but
I heard. Yeah, so he was just humping one of the boys.
Gay?
Yeah, that's not good. Minecraft YouTuber dog. Damn. Yeah, I don't think animals really give a shit.
No.
Like, the dogs of another day are still, like, ever so slightly connected to, like, their wild selves, so I think they probably, like, raped a lot of dead animals back then, maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
It's just, like, in their nature just to be stupid as fuck sometimes. Like, just be a little gremlin sometimes. Like, when my dog gets excited, like, she has that derpy little fucking face on her. Like, where she's just smiling, mouth is wide open, you can see her teeth just, like, when she's smiling so much. And you're just like... You look like you could kill, like, an entire elementary school. But, like, she wouldn't know that it would be harming people. I think she would just, like... Just see, like, a lot of children... Like, a lot of children run away from her. And she'd think it would be, like, a game.
Yeah, like
catch the children.
Yeah, that's why they say if your dog goes out, you cannot chase them. Because they're just going to think it's funny.
Yeah.
They're just going to think it's a little game.
Yeah.
So let's just run them away more.
My favorite time of, like, day when I have to take out the dog is when I walk up towards them and all their legs just fall out. And they're just like, it's like, no, I'm not chasing you. Get the fuck in the house. You know what works with my dog is I literally, like, am at the door and I'm just like, get the fuck in the house. Get in the house right now. Get the fuck in, and it actually works. But you cannot be nice to your dog when you're trying to get them in your house. You have to, like, be so mean to them. And it works. And then when she gets in, I'm like, good girl, good baby. You stupid piece of shit. And I give her, like, a little treat. She's actually obese, I guess. She's like 7 pounds overweight. So yeah, she's a little fat ass. Little fat fuck. A little pudgy up there. Taking up all the space. Do you think in an alternate universe, there's like a show to catch the children, where like it's like Chris Hansen's style, but like instead of catching like adults, he catches children who try and have sex with older men.
What? What? Chris Hansen's like a kid.
Yeah. But like it's opposite. So it's just like
no, like the door opens and there's like the high chair and he has to like, I'm Chris Hansen, you want to have a seat?
I want to have the seat on the baby stool. And then like it's just the kid trying to like be picked up by like the adult. And then Chris Hansen's just like, so what were you planning on doing here tonight? And the kid's just like, playing Minecraft.
No, it's like the parallel universe is like everything is like in the opposite direction. So like the kids are like the ones who are like high in society, while it's like as like the adults are seen as minors, while the kids are seen as like the grown-ups.
Yeah.
It's Benjamin Button. It's basically just a Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
They're born as adults and then they grow up to be kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you're a pedophile. You like an adult? That's pedophilia.
Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
Okay. It's like nowadays with like memes where it's like I've seen like memes where they're trying to be ironic. It's like, but it's like when they do a meme where it's like they write like me and my girlfriend. They put parentheses like she's 21, she's a legal adult. 21 legal. Me and my girlfriend who's legally an adult. She's 21. Like yeah, okay.
Yeah, good to know.
Me and my wife who's 40 legally adult. They have to just clarify every time.
Which do you think is like worse, like a guy like doing something with like a child, or like
oh jeez,
a guy doing something with like a super old lady who's just like who doesn't know she exists anymore. Alzheimer's, she's like riddled with like 20 diseases at this point.
Both are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, both are very bad and they're not good.
Yeah.
I think I would say a child is probably worse because of developmental reasons, but I think both are both scenarios. They are both in areas where they cannot consent. So
yeah, I think
Chris Chan moment, you know.
Yeah. Listen, my mom better not catch him. My mom better not be lacking if she fucking gets dementia. I will just say.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Christian's mother had dementia.
Yeah, I know. That was. I remember that day. I remember when that came out. That was such a weird day.
And then
I just kept seeing memes like Christian did what with his mother, and I was like, what do he do? What do you do? And I like looked at him, and I was like, oh, ew.
I mean, at that point, like, knowing his history, it's like, it was so obvious when you saw those memes of, like, what he did. I didn't even have to, like, find out on the news. It was just like, oh, you definitely did something sexual with his mom. Yeah, that's great. Just, like, incest and, like, pedophilia and, like, bestiality are just, like...
Not okay.
Yeah, no.
Very gross.
Like... If you, like, if someone out there has done shit like that, you, like, need to, like, actually kill yourself. Hopefully no one listening to this podcast is that, though.
We will find you, and we'll kick down your door.
Yeah. And then we'll kick down you.
Yeah.
And then,
into a coffin.
Yeah. I saw a video on Twitter, supposedly of like this guy who went to like meet. Oh no! There's a lot of videos on Twitter I see that are just fucking weird. I guess I'll talk about two of them. One of them was like a guy that supposedly, I don't think this is true, maybe, but like just in general.
Supposedly.
Yeah, because Twitter fucking bots never tell the truth. Just like this guy was tied up on the house. He either went to meet up with like a underage girl or he stole something. But in the video, like he was tied up on this house, swinging on it, and like a guy was walking up to him with like a weed whacker at full power.
Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kick his ass.
And I saw another video of like this predator catching guy was just like catching this guy who had fucking like just disgusting photos of like of his obviously underage, but can you guess who this underage girl was? His daughter.
Oh,
he made a child.
Biologically, though?
I think so. He made CP of his daughter. And has
I watched too many episodes of.
Yeah. Some people should just not be parents.
No.
I'm always a firm believer in that every child should have a parent, but not every parent should have a child.
Yeah.
And I'll stand by that forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's get creative. What would your, dream scenario be of killing a pedophile? You could have all the tools, all the people in the world, all, the most disturbing machines and, liquids for them to inject them with a drink.
It'd be slow. It'd be painful.
I would be slow with them as well.
I'd take a chainsaw right to his dick tip. Just start at the tip.
Yeah.
Because that's the most painful area. And just go right in. Just push it in. Just put the chainsaw in.
I would... Oh, God. That gives me an idea. I would, take, a knife, a rigid knife. Or probably, a sharp-ass knife. And I would, you know that, GIF of, those Disney characters, cutting that slice of bread? And it's the thinnest bread ever? I would cut his dick in the thinnest ways possible, so that
I like how we both resulted to castration.
I mean, I probably would start with something else. I don't know what, but yeah, I think starting off with the dick is probably the best area. Yeah. But I would chop off his penis side of the tip slowly.
Yeah.
And go from there.
He's like a cheese grater.
Yeah. Alan told me that he saw a video of these two. Of
course he did.
These two pit bulls chomping at this pedo's dick, and it was in a Mexican cartel video. So these two pit bulls, and then on his legs, these two guys are holding down his legs, and he was chained up on something, so he couldn't do anything about it. Okay, but after, doing the thing with his dick, what else would you do after that? Because I feel you would destroy the dick instantly, which is... It's a little not that fun. I feel you said a chainsaw, right?
Yeah.
See, that's just too fast for me.
He's still gonna bleed out.
That's instant.
Not really. He's probably passed out.
Maybe.
I literally saw an episode where the guy's of the hospital where the guy's dick fell off. He passed out from blood loss.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vessels.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't like I said, I'd want it to be slow.
Yeah.
And painful. So I would not use any overkill weapons or anything I would usually probably a knife. A good one.
At some point, I would probably do something with his eyes.
Ooh.
But not too early, because I want him to see the weapons I'm using, and I want him to see it, put it in his face, and be here's what I'm gonna do.
It also depends your motive, because if this is your if this hypothetical pedophile was attacking your kid or someone, you're gonna make it even worse. And if it's some random kid, it's gonna be you're still gonna be painful, but if it's your kid, it's gonna be a million times worse.
Oh yeah. Let's just say, I mean, on average, I think they go after multiple children. So let's just say it was you involved. 5 kids at least, and one of them was yours. I'm going hard either way.
I'd use like a hammer and a knife.
Just like hammer random parts of his body.
Just keep whacking him and then like slash at him in different areas. This is the most psychotic podcast.
Yeah. I think I will like cut off his nose.
I feel we need to clarify that this is just strictly fantasy. Like, if they're like
they'll agree with us.
Yeah, I mean they'll agree, but I'm just saying just for like. We're not gonna actually. Like,
I would actually do it though if like a pedophile was in front of me and I could get away with it.
Yeah, if you could get away with it.
I'm not going. I think I'd probably go to jail for killing a pedophile. I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I would like literally just smile, just be like, "I'll fucking do it again."
You would get so much like street credit in jail. Like they were like everyone will like not.
Oh yeah, because that's infamously like if you're a pedophile, you're
but like all the people in the jail will like hear about it and they'll be like, I don't think anyone would give you shit because you kill like a pedophile.
No.
Yeah. I'd probably chop off like the tips of the fingers.
That's
the toes. Ooh, you know what's bad?
You just reminded me of an SVU episode where like they were killing prostitutes and they would like literally rip off their face and their fingertips. So, and this just adds to it because if you cut off their fingertips and like their face off, you have no idea who they were. So you make them die as they'll die as a nobody.
Sheesh.
Like if you think about it, no dental records, no fingerprints they can use to investigate. They'll just be nobody. So that should be a pedophile, right? Dies nobody.
Right.
Nobody will mourn you. So.
Exactly. I mean, you can't tell from the blood.
If you do DNA, they have to be in the system.
Oh, I mean.
But if not like they would, I think they can only. I mean, this is the show. I don't know how it actually works, but like in the show, sometimes
I assume
they do like blood. They'll have to run like a genetic test and like see if they have a relative who's like in the database, the criminal database. So it'll be like, but usually it's not like something they'll do.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's such a good show. I watch it all the fucking time. I gotta make a list of like a recommendation for you.
Yeah.
Some good shit.
Alright. Let me finish this.
He's just delaying going to Valentine's Day.
I think most of everything is kinda good from here on out. So, okay, this was still Valentine's Day. We were going on break. I was behind Jimmy alongside Alan and another guy we talked to. And I just yell at Jimmy to like, what did I say? I just tell him to get out of the way because he was taking up all the space because he's fat. And then he turned around and he's just like, shut your artistic ass up. And then like after that we kind of just like both walked together down like this Bay Area hallway thing. And that's usually where like I walk by Lydia and her friend, and we were talking about being on the spectrum. And I just started going like, yeah, when God made me, he put the meter all the way up. And then at that moment, I saw Lydia walking up to me. And then I forgot what to say. So then I started thinking about Lydia. And then I just started to say like, because I was about to say something else. Before I saw Lydia, I was just like, I said, and. So that meant I was going to say something else. So I had to like say something. And then I literally went like, and I don't know what to say at all times in front of Lydia, which is Yeah. So that's cool. It's great. Yeah, so next page. Through the day, I would look over at Lydia's area. And there's a point where like I was just like looking up at the ceiling, just trying to catch my breath, and then I like glanced towards Lydia's area, and I saw her and this other old lady who she works with at her area just like looking over towards me. They're like not even like standing next to each other. Like they're both like at 7 parts, but like they're both like looking over. And yeah, so that was great. Okay. Forever 15. I guess I'll just talk about something that was kind of similar. But I think on the 15th, I spotted Lydia leaning on like a pallet, like leaning on boxes on her pallet, just like staring. So like she was like both arms out or some shit like that, just like looking over. And I saw her like do that 3 times on like Thursday and Friday. And yeah. I mean, I'm kind of talking about it like it wasn't epic, but yeah, it caught me off guard. One of the times I glanced over while she was doing it, and it caught me so off guard that I just like started like acting so nervous, and like I got so off guard that like my face like started to like blush red a lot. So like I just had to like walk back in my aisle like out of view from her, just like be like catch my breath and like wait, so I didn't look like an apple. And I came back out, and then yeah, I just had to stop like thinking about it because like I was just like, okay. I mean, that's fantastic that she's, you know, looking over, but like please don't. Oh yeah, there's like another time where this happened yesterday, Friday, where so I don't know. She went up to the station that she went up to the station that Alyssa is working at, and to like cover for her. And at some point there's like a gray like metal bar, like a protective bar in the way, and basically that bar like only allows me to like see the top of her head mainly. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's like,
I think you told me about this.
Yeah, and basically at some point I just see her like entire face peeking over it, and then instantly her just like going down. So what I think happened is she was like, I don't know, she might have been doing something with the boxes in front of her, just like trying to like get like a better view, getting on high ground to like fix something. That could have been the case anyways, but like I just saw her like a little high up, and then instantly when I look over, she just like gets down. So like I don't know. It's kind of just like, alright, you know, like alright, come on, what's going on? Oh yeah, oh, God, I kind of regret this. I just remembered this now. Me, Anus, and Jimmy were like talking. This is gonna sound so weird out of context. I don't know how this conversation started. Just know that like we didn't just start talking about this randomly. But we're talking about like dick size. And then I told them that like I was packing at least 6 inches, and then Amos was like, "Well, Matt, you're gonna have to like give your dick to one of them," and then jokingly I went, "Well, there's 3 inches for them to share." So yeah, I'm misogynistic.
The most straight men will have the most gay conversations, like, just ever.
But
It's like a video I remember I saw where it's like the girl was like jealous that like straight men act gay around each other, and the guy like responds to you like, "Wait, you guys were pretending?" When straight guys act gay around their friends. Wait, you guys were pretending to be.
Wait, you guys were joking around? I was serious about that gay shit. Fuck. Is there anything else?
No.
Cool, bye.